There is a saying in Tamil Nadu, if you knock a door in any house there, one engineer will be there. So you should also go for engineering. Equal opportunity. So there was a concept called planning for their finances. The idea came at the time where if we are doing a planning for investment, what is the kind of planning we are doing for education?
For career.
For career. There is no planning for that. It was my personal experience that triggered. Even I found that majority of them are completely having different academics and different work profiles. I was seeing my friend who was aeronautical engineer who was working in a bank, a mechanical engineer who was a teller, and a biotechnology guy who was into SIM cards. Those kind of discrepancies everywhere. But point is nobody even realizing it. That's a problem.
That's a very big problem.
A huge problem. India is a youth country. That means 30% of the total population is youth only. That means around 40 crore people need career counselling. So based on a survey, 1.4 million career counselors are required. Trained career counselors. See, it's not that they want in future. We should have now. Alright, that is a huge difference. Government is coming with this plan for implementing career counselling in all the government schools.
Because the major chunk of the students drop out in higher education are from government schools.
Moreover, NEP is talking about
NEP, yes, very well said. NEP 2025 is talking about this.
3.5 lakh schools need career counselling, especially trained career counselors.
Trained career counselors. So Vipin ji, before we start, I wanted to know Vipin's early childhood days. Where do Vipin come from? Family members, education, and all this?
No, that is a long story. I will keep it short.
Yeah.
See, I'm basically from a small village in Tamil Nadu, middle of nowhere. We call it. The name of the village is Pazhaya Siruvangur. Alright, many people can't pronounce it.
Yeah,
alright.
Many South Indian cities and states we cannot pronounce.
Absolutely. It is in a district Kallakurichi, and I studied there only up to 12th standard. After that, engineering. There is a saying in Tamil Nadu, if you knock a door in any house there, one engineer will be there.
Yeah.
In a house. Alright. So in my house, there are two engineers, me and my brother. Alright.
So you are the elder brother or you are the
elder brother?
You are the elder brother, okay.
As a network engineer, he worked in New Zealand for establishing network for big Telstra and all those things, top 500 company. But even I got into engineering because of him.
Okay.
Because my father decided, okay, brother is studying engineering, so you should also go for engineering. Equal opportunity. So, but point is, engineering is something that it is not something that was passionate for me. Alright. What I like was history, geography, economics, business management. So I was the only person who was sitting in engineering college library and studying economics.
Is it?
Alright. So that was the case at that time where I understood. See, even I cleared exams in engineering. So ultimately, I know that I'm not going to sit in coding classes or coding jobs.
So you did your BTech in computer science?
I did BTech in BE in electronics and communication engineering. So electronics and communication, you can go for hardware also, you can go for software also. But predominantly people are going for software. But I never wanted to go for that. So I tried in networking. I was a faculty. When I came here to Bangalore after finishing my engineering, because my brother was here. So I came here to Bangalore.
So first you followed him for doing engineering, then you followed him where he went. Okay.
Absolutely. So I came here for that, for getting job. And I understood I am not someone who can pursue engineering.
And which year are we talking about here?
Talking about 2005, 2006.
2005, 2006. Okay.
Yeah. So then for a brief period of time, I was working as a faculty for CCNA.
CCNA, okay.
All right. After that, I got admission into MBA. And after completing MBA, I got a placement into wealth management. Wealth management, investment banking.
Okay.
Investment management basically. So we were doing financial planning. All right. I got introduced to the concept of financial planning for HNIs, ultra HNIs.
Ultra.
Right.
So basically managing their funds.
Correct. Portfolio management for ultra HNIs. So there was a concept called planning for their finances. That means whatever the expenses, bigger expenses they may be having in their life cycle, say marriage, upcoming, or education, huge amount of money we need to spend, or I need to purchase a house. All right. So it's a bulk of the investment that we need to set aside. So they need to save money for that. For that, how much they want to save every month. The whole planning, even counting the inflation and everything, what kind of instrument to invest, all those things we need to plan. So the idea came at the time where if we are doing a planning for investment, all right, what is the kind of planning we are doing for education,
Career.
for career?
Yeah.
All right. There is no planning for that.
Mm.
But the outcome is income.
Mm.
All right. For that we are planning.
Mm.
But we are not planning for education or career. So when I was checking out around my circle, I was seeing my friend who was aeronautical engineer who was working in a bank.
Okay.
All right. A mechanical engineer who was a teller.
Mhm.
All right. And the biotechnology guy who was into selling SIM cards.
Okay.
All right.
All of them are engineers.
All of them. No, not even the arts guy coming into programming because he thought that IT is paying well.
Yeah.
Those kind of discrepancies everywhere. Even I myself, engineer working in the banking sector.
Yeah.
So it was my personal experience that triggered. Even I found that majority of them are completely having different academics and different work profiles.
It's like you have been coached for cricket and you're playing football.
Absolutely. But point is nobody even realizing it. That's a problem.
That's a very big problem.
It's a huge problem. And that's when we realized that okay, if anything that called planning behind it. Because till that time it was like fate. Okay, I just completed whatever I'm getting as opportunity, I'm just hopping into it. It was like fate determines their career. All right. We definitely believe that that is not something as a fate. It is actually you can plan it. Right? You have to a certain extent you have a control over it.
I guess it should be a part of parenting process.
Absolutely.
It starts, in fact, it should be a parenting process.
So that's why parents should involve in career planning.
Yeah.
All right. It is not that just the individual who is deciding it, it is also that parent understand it. So that's when we examined multiple possibilities. Is there anything available already? It was available, but paper pencil test. All right, career counseling was done through paper pencil assessments where 300 questionnaires and 3.5 hours of assessment. Individual lose their focus only by giving that assessment.
test,
First
yeah.
to 45 minutes, 1 hour they will focus, and after that they just select whatever they want to select. But whatever the outcome that is coming out of it will not be accurate in that case. So we found that online assessments were available, but not predominantly in India, but outside of India. We checked all those things as well. But those assessments were not suitable for India. Indian students, because the outcome was showing us, okay, you are an introvert, you be part of Alpha, Gamma, and Kappa group, and nobody knows what is that. All right. So that's when we understood that okay, this is something that we need to create it here for Indian students. All right, and we identified there is nothing available that is scalable, and also that is something which is accurate. All right. That's when we started putting forth our hard work. We assembled a team for psychometricians and we worked really hard because something around 2.5 3 years for developing the prototype itself.
Okay.
And when we completed that, when we reached out to individuals, in fact, we started reaching out to the individual for career counseling. The first problem what we understood is that they were not knowing what is career counseling. All right. They were first time hearing the word career counseling. Second, they said, is that important?
It is still a question.
No, I am talking about 14 years back. All right. So think about now. You are saying that even now
Even
there
now.
is no awareness. But think about 14 years
Yeah.
back. Our challenge was that first you need to create the awareness. Then you need to provide the solution.
It's like before supplying the product, you have to create the demand for the product.
Absolutely. That was the situation for us. Then we understood that no, if we want to create awareness, it's not one-on-one individually or B2C, it's not feasible only. That's when we want to communicate with someone who can understand what we are talking about. Okay. So that's when we started reaching out to career counselors who are using paper pencil. Because we have a technology that can generate report instantly. All right. And that saves 90% of their time.
And then again, you are forcing student who does not want to write paper pencil examination. Then you are again asking him to write a examination for that.
Correct. So everything gone wrong initially. So we started with reaching out to career counselors at that point of time and show them demo how it actually works. When they started using it, they really liked it.
Okay.
And they also given a lot of input that it can be like this, it can be like that. We incorporated all those inputs, and they literally like that. Means it saved 90% of their time, because how normally it was happening previously, 3 years of assessment, 1 week of evaluation of the assessment, then they prepare the summary, then they provide counseling in 3 different sittings. That means 15 days for one counseling session. With the help of technology, they could do just 1 hour, 1.5 hour of assessment. Instantly report gets generated. No need of going and doing ad hoc research or summary, because report come with the execution plan.
With the summary.
With the execution plan it comes, and interpretation of the counseling, interpret of the report itself completes the counseling session. They really liked it, and who were doing just 3 or 4 counseling sessions for whole month, now they could do 30 counseling
30
sessions,
plus
50
counseling.
counseling
Yeah.
sessions in a month. So it was like a rapid scalability. So that's when we started reaching out to almost all counselors, career counselors in India. But we exhausted all the counselors in 1.5 year itself. We exhausted almost all the counselors in India, because we started reaching out all the listed counselors. Problem is, it was only very few number of counselors at that point of time. Even now, very few.
Even now.
So then we thought of, okay, the number of counselors itself is a small number in India, but the need for counselors is very high.
It's very high. Yes, yes.
Right? When the awareness is created, then need for career counselors are very high. So it's not that single-handedly we can create that awareness.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So we wanted many number of career counselors come into the industry, and we want more competition to come into this industry.
Yes, competition only creates the market.
Absolutely.
Monopoly have never created a market in any country or in any industry, I'll say.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we wanted all the competition come, and now it's been 14 years. Now we have 5,000 plus channel partners all over India, 45 other countries as well.
Okay, 45 other countries. So when I say it's an AI-enabled career assessment platform, how do we differentiate it from pen and paper, and what algorithms it works on?
See, actually, we created AI algorithm long before the AI even become.
Even 14 years back, nobody knew artificial intelligence would be there, or is it any word in the dictionary?
Absolutely. So we created that at that point of time. The whole algorithm we created at that point of time, because these are all basically combination of codes. All right. So this is psychometric is basically analysis and understanding of the individual's traits. All right. So we analyze individual's personality, we analyze individual's career interests, we analyze individual's skill and abilities, we understand the individual's career motivation, career values, learning style. We analyze each and every parameter of it. Then find out what career path need all these traits in order to excel in it. Right? So it is about matching.
Yeah, it's about matching.
Correct. So understanding the traits, understanding the list of career paths available, then match what career path needs these traits. Student will not focus on the career path that doesn't need these traits. All right, you will focus on those career paths that need his traits in order to excel in it. That may be 5, that may be 10, that may be 15. All right. Out of that 15 or 16, you shortlist what he want to focus on. He will understand in depth about it and choose one out of it as a career path. Right. Okay. That's the whole process.
How does it feel to have Edumilestone recognized as a best career planning platform in India by Entrepreneur Magazine in 2023?
That was a fantastic moment for all of us. In fact, even during that time, I was telling that the whole award was dedicated for all our channel partners.
All team members,
all the team members, entire people who worked on it, and also the all channel partners and all our clients. Right? It was a recognition given for the hard work that was put forth.
Vipinji, what impact do you hope to achieve by positively influencing 100 million career lives through career counseling? That's a very big number that we're talking about.
That's definitely a very big number if you are seeing right now, but ideally it should be more.
In India, if we are having this discussion in India, even 100 million is a very small number.
Absolutely. So ideally it should be more, but there is a little small calculation if you are doing. Who need career counseling? India is a youth country. It's a youth population.
Youth population, yeah.
So that means 30% of the total population is youth only.
It's a young country in the world.
Correct.
Youngest country in the world.
Absolutely. So 30% of the total population need career counseling. Plus 15 years experience professional also need career counseling.
When you ask this question that who needs counseling, I guess everyone needs counseling. It's not from A to B, it's A to Z. Everyone needs counseling.
So
Career counseling.
that means around 40 crore people need career counseling. Right? So think about it. 40 crore people need career counseling. That means how many counselors is required? So based on a survey, 1.4 million career counselors are required. Trained career counselors.
It's just the way we calculate how many doctors should be India have. We are too far away from how many doctors that we have.
Absolutely.
That's against a race against time.
Absolutely. See, it's not that they want in future. We should have now. All right. That is a huge difference.
Yeah, that's a huge
We should have 14 lakh career counselors now.
in place now.
But how many we are having? Lesser than 10,000.
And how do you see the demand for this? I mean,
So you can understand the demand. We need 1.4 million and we have lesser than 10,000. That's the difference. That's the demand. Right? That means awareness is less, as we already discussed.
Yeah.
The moment they are aware, yes, I can determine my life, my career based on career counseling. When people know about it, when they are looking for it, counselors will not be available. And one more thing, government is coming with this plan for implementing career counseling in all the government schools.
yeah, yes, I know that.
Right? They allocated budget also.
Mm-hmm.
200 crore budget been already allocated.
Because a major chunk of the students drop out in higher education are from government schools.
Correct. Moreover, NEP is talking about
NEP,
career
yes,
counseling.
very well said. NEP 2025 is talking about this.
Absolutely. So all the schools will be looking for implementing career
Career
counseling. So government school is implementing career counseling. How about the private schools? 3.5 lakh private schools are there in India. Okay. All of them need career counseling. That too in very short period of time. 3.5 lakh schools need career counseling, and where are counselors? Especially trained career counselors.
Trained career counselors.
Okay.
Certified, I would say certified.
Absolutely. So that means there will be huge demand.
How has AI and technology transformed the landscape of career counseling through Edumilestones?
Previously, if any content that we supposed to be creating about certain career path, it was very tough. It's a long, takes lot of time. All right, a lot of research and everything. It's a whole team work on that, and we prepare. Now with the help of AI, it is like in 2 days we can prepare.
For all the career paths, do we have the system in place for all the career paths?
Absolutely. We call it as career library. For each and every career path, we have content for it. All right, and we keep updating it.
So I guess only technology and digitalization of these assets is the solution for this large scale of problem that we have.
Absolutely right. Because career counselor no need to go and do the ad hoc research for every time. All right. We already done the research and we keep updating it.
And it is not possible for every individual to do that research.
Not possible. That's why centralized depositories should be there so that they can access it.
And that can only help with the digital platforms.
Can
you elaborate on College Predictor platform and how it assists students in evaluating admission prospects across over 160,000 Indian colleges?
So we have depository of 160,000 colleges and courses.
Is it?
Yes. As part of the platform where all our counselors can access it and our students can also access it. Okay. All right. But now about the predictor, it is basically the matchmaking of what is the eligibility for getting admission in that university or college, or what is the score or academics that individual is having. All right, whether the matching is there or not. On top of it, we add one more layer called historical data. What kind of score was previously accepted in this college, so that this candidate can also.
Every year, this data is updated
over there. So A works for finding out the match properly. Okay. So that is College Predictor.
That's the way to, the library, 160,000 colleges has to be updated every year, and then these matchmaking happens. So I guess that's a very vast research that is needed in this.
Absolutely. It's a whole team that work on that ongoing basis.
What future technological advancements do you foresee in career counseling industry?
See, again, it isn't the career counseling as an industry just beginning. All right. Even though we worked in this for last 14 years, it is just a beginning. All right. In another 2-3 years, the whole demand, as we discussed, will start. And everybody start implementing career counseling in the schools. Now, there will be a time where everybody want to decide what they want to do in their education, what they want to do in their career, only based on career counseling. All right. It is like how search engines were for internet.
Right. It takes you in a direction where you want to go.
Same way, career counseling is going to be
In
for
fact, if Google stops, our life would stop.
absolutely.
So finding out a direction, it's like Google Maps now. I would say it's finding a direction in which way you wanted to go. Career planning would be the way in which direction your career you should choose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's what we are foreseeing. In fact, Edumilestones want to be a Google
Google
for
for career
internet.
career planning. Yeah, career
Exactly.
search.
Exactly.
How do you balance growth and social responsibility in your business model?
Yes, when it is coming to growth and social responsibility, this is a question where everybody thinks about. All right. When it is coming to your mining industry, all right, they think about okay, we are to some extent we are destroying the
Natural resources.
natural resource, so we need to contribute, all right, to the society. So they build hospital,
Yeah.
they build school, all health centers and
Charitable
everything,
hospitals.
all charitable thing they do. But when it is coming to career counseling, our business itself is social responsibility.
It's a social business, I would say.
It is a
noble business, social business. Yeah.
Absolutely. So our growth, more we are growing, more the people we are catering, that itself is our social responsibility.
So I guess the country's growth depend on your growth.
Absolutely. So we see it in that way. So our responsibility is growing this.
To grow this and to grow country. What values do you believe are crucial for aspiring entrepreneurs in education and career counseling sectors?
See, when it is coming to entrepreneurs in career counseling sector, basically all our channel partners are entrepreneurs in career counseling sector only.
This message would be for them.
Absolutely. So only one thing that I want to highlight. It is all about keeping the objective, all right, very clear. The objective of providing career counseling is to focus on the success of the candidate. Right? You want your client to be successful.
Yes.
All right. Whatever the information, whatever the solution that you are giving, that is going to make them successful.
Like the output of the input. The objective is the output of the input.
So only one thing that you need to be very clear whether you are making them successful or not. Whatever that you should do to make them successful, do it. Just keep that simple. I'm not going to say that second, third, fourth, and all those things. Only one thing: make them successful. Automatically, you become successful.
What unique challenges and opportunities you have encountered in expanding Edumilestones to over 45 countries, including Southeast Asia, Middle East Asia, and Africa? Because see, expanding a business in India is a challenge, and you have now expanded this to 45 other countries. So, what was the challenges you faced?
We see the beginning of the business. It was a challenge.
Every business is a challenge. To start a business is a challenge.
So when we faced challenge here in India, it is easy to face challenge elsewhere also.
Because see, this is a uniform problem. It's not an Indian problem.
Exactly.
It's a global problem.
No, actually there is a typical background for it. When we found that yes, India, there is no awareness about career counseling, and we started providing solution for that problem, we found that all other countries, especially Middle East, Southeast Asia,
were still developing countries.
Yes, Africa, they have no clue. Like India was 30 years back, how it was, exactly the same way they are. So we thought of why don't we provide solution to them also? Even they need it. All right. So we started exploring what exactly the problem they are undergoing, or we started finding out what is the extent of the problem. The extent of the problem is even worse. All right. And we found that the base is same. And everybody want to get educated, and everybody want to become successful in life through education. Right? So base is same. Then we found out okay, as per their nomenclature, all right, we modified as per their nomenclature, but theories are same. Identifying their personality, identifying their career interests, all those things are same.
Because the output is same, right?
Yes,
output is same. Only the inputs are some of the inputs are different.
So we made that changes and provided the outcome that they can understand. Right? Those changes we made, and we reached out to 45 other countries.
So how's the growth in sense of domestic and international market?
Still, we can say that it is 70% from domestic market. 30%. In fact, that will be more because only now it started. People start understanding.
So recently, you have ventured out internationally?
No, it's been 4-5 years.
Okay.
And we keep onboarding. That's why it is 45 countries. Initially, we gone to 2-3 countries only. So parallelly, it is happening, but still 30% because they need to grow.
Yeah.
we'll keep growing over there as well.
And how much would be the ratio between the organic growth that you do and the paid growth that you do? I mean, the word of mouth through all these channel partners that you have.
See, mostly what we encountered is whomsoever the channel partner that we are onboarding, and we are providing training, certification, platform, technology, and on marketing themselves, how to do that, how to generate their own leads. To that extent, we support an ongoing support, and there is no limit.
Yeah, they are your
Ongoing
lifelong
support.
partners. Yeah, they must be a.
So mostly they start thinking that this is some secret, all right, that only they want to protect it,
Yeah.
where without saying, and they start the services and they keep providing that services. So around 20-30% we get reference. Okay, but we supposed to be getting more, but they, since they are considering this is like a secret sauce, they are not referring more.
Okay.
They are expecting more actually.
What would be the oldest channel partner in the system? 10 years, 12 years?
That is 13 years old.
13 years old.
Yes.
Channel partners are there in the system.
Absolutely. The first client that we onboarded,
Okay.
I can say how we acquired that client. I just we gone through the list of Just Dial and we called. When we were already providing career counseling, we want to show you a demo of a career counseling plan.
This is the first client that
First
you. Okay.
We just opened the Just Dial and I called. I personally called.
Okay.
And I gone there personally. We showed them how it actually works. She told them, okay, looks nice, but only until unless I am not testing it with the client and get the feedback, I will not take it. So I said, okay, fine, no problem. You take it for free. I am giving you a demo. You take one report for free only. So after the assessment, after generating a report, after completing the counseling, she called. The client was amazed. All right, it was like mind blowing. So she told that I am going to do it.
And she's still in the system.
She's still in the system.
How do you ensure that Edumilestone services are culturally relevant and effective across such diverse regions?
That's why I told you, we understand, we analyze what exactly the input that they understand, all right? They call different stages in a different way.
Everyone does.
So we understand that, we modify that. Right? And outcome, they want it in a certain way. The reports, they want it in a certain way. We do all those personalization, customization. But engine is same.
Engine is same.
Engine is same. So we customize it and we deliver it.
It must be a very complex system, very, very complex system, because every individual is different. Every career counselor is different. Everybody has their own approach towards their student or the one who's coming. It must be a very complex system. Huh?
No. See, from the onset, it may be looking at very complex thing because there are so many things.
So many things happening. Yeah.
So many moving parts, you can say. But there are certain standardization we do. All right. Assessment is standardized, even the reports are standardized, even how to interpret the report is also standardized, and how they deliver have different flavors. All right, how a counselor delivers have different flavors, but all this whole process in between are standardized.
The formula is standard.
Formula is standardized. So the quality you can expect from all of them.
Could you discuss any significant collaborations or partnerships that you have been pivotal in your global expansion?
Global expansion, it is not like we establish one office over there and we hire people over there and we send across people to onboard. Nothing like that. In fact, from sitting here in Bangalore, we are onboarding all the channel partners outside of India. So it is more of decision making here and no need of collaboration as such, even though we have a lot of clients we onboard. And we give them white label also, so that they can market themselves in their location. So it is more of reaching out to them from Bangalore only. It is nothing collaboration that we are having from outside and then they onboard us. Which was the first country you ventured into? First country was UAE, Dubai, then Sri Lanka. Because normally what I have observed in my business is when you market your product in India, organically UAE and Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, correct, it comes organically. Yes. So did it happen or you wanted UAE to? No, we started marketing on digital platforms. Okay. From UAE. Yes. Even direct, as you mentioned, people refer and they come to us, and that also happened many a time. What are your goals for Edumilestone in next 5 years, especially regarding empowering 10 million people and training over 10,000 counselors by 2025? So, as you mentioned, that is our goal. So the first one is easy, I guess, but the second one is difficult.
Finding 10,000 trained certified counselors would be very difficult.
Absolutely, but we should have more because goal is 1.4 million.
How can you encourage people to become career counselors? What are the outcomes of career counselor? I mean, how much that they can earn, they can, have a good lifestyle out of it. Because see, this is a profession which is still very unknown to people,
Correct.
not known to people.
Absolutely.
So, how do you justify this profession to the people who you wanted to motivate that come into this profession? This is also a profession which is needed in future.
See, we thought initially it was very tough, but we also understood one thing. When they clearly understanding what is the outcome, what is the kind of outcome, how they are going to change the life of individual positively, many people from different backgrounds they want to become career counselors. Teachers, HR managers, even retired military person, army man, Air Force guy, all right, they want to contribute, all right. So since we are training them how to provide career counseling in a proper way, we are certifying them, we are giving them technology platform. It is something that we are training them and they don't need to worry about, no, I am not coming from this background. They are coming from diverse background and we are training them and they are delivering. All they need is the passion. Yes, I really want to do it.
Can anyone associate with you by thinking that this can be done part time also?
Yes, of course. There are many people they are doing part time, that too in weekends only.
Okay.
They have only weekends and they can provide 2-3 counseling services during the weekend. Even those people also there. Yes, it is possible.
And how about these virtual counseling sessions have helped you in your business? I mean, back in 2007, 2008, virtual counselings would not have been in place. So a counselor would have been restricted to a local presence or a local region. Now, I guess a Bangalore career counselor can counsel a student sitting in Delhi or J&K.
So it's not only sitting in Delhi or J&K, but they are providing counseling to US. They're providing counseling to UK, Dubai, Middle East, Africa, Southeast Asia. I think here they are providing counseling online. In fact, this whole thing changed when COVID came.
Yes.
Because the whole business became online. In fact, the whole career counseling business boomed at that time. Because the lead got generated online and the assessment is done online, report generated online, counseling session provided online, payment happened online.
Everything happened online.
Everything happened online.
And both the parties are,
absolutely
satisfied out of
absolutely satisfied. So it boomed. And now they made it like a standard and they wanted to grow further. So our counselors, after getting trained, they are not restricting them with one location. All right. They are like everywhere. Their target audience are whole world.
Yes. Because the mind is same.
Absolutely.
And the careers are same. It's not that the careers are different in different countries. Careers are same everywhere.
Absolutely.
Are there any new projects or initiative in the pipeline that you are particularly excited about?
Absolutely. In fact, we launched a new product called HR Miles.
HR Miles.
Yes.
Human Resource Miles.
Correct.
Okay.
So this is specifically the set of assessments to assess the competencies of an individual. So there is a saying. This is not basically a saying, it's a cinema dialogue, movie dialogue. They say, it is not that who you are is important. What you are capable of doing is important. All right. So understanding what is the capability and capacity of individual, right? That matters for the employee. Because long gone are the days deciding or taking a decision based on the resume. Whether to hire him or not.
Very well said, sir. Very well said.
All right.
Because there are companies who have more than lakh of people employed. So it's not possible to have every resume read and then to decide to have a first round or not.
So it is more towards identifying what the individual is capable of, whether he can do this job or not. Right? It is more moving towards that. Right. So HR Miles are designed for understanding what is the capability, what is the competency of the individual. So there are 260 parameters for that. So for each job profile, there are minimum of 6 to 10 competencies that we need to measure. Okay? So it's a combination of competencies for every individual job profile.
So then for building this product, you must be requiring an input from the employer also, right?
Absolutely.
Because the job profile inputs have to be made by the employer.
So based on the job profile, we ask whether these competency required, this competency required, the list of competencies. So we put forth, we select all the competencies, and immediately assessment will get created automatically.
This is actually very exciting. Yeah.
So we are reaching out to everybody. In fact, we are training people how to use this competency also. We call it as certified professional competency analyst. So we are very excited about it.
This could be the first test in ongoing recruitment process or a hiring process.
Absolutely. So that can be used in the colleges also.
Yeah.
Where they can identify the competency of individual
Before
so that they
asking him to sit in the placement drive.
Absolutely.
Last question, sir. How do you envision the future of career counseling and what role do Edumilestone play in it?
So as I already mentioned, the world of search engine, how the search engine for internet, Edumilestone want to be a Google of career counseling. All right. Google for understanding, education, and career roadmap for individual. So we don't just restrict ourselves just with career counseling, one session or something. It is about managing the entire career life cycle, right from 5th standard to 15 to 20 years experience professionals. There are so many points where they need to take a career decision, and they need help. They need support. We cannot take it randomly. And we want Edumilestone to be there to support them to take informed decision at every point of time.
Because this is an irreversible decision that they took. Because now again, you cannot go back into your 10th class and have commerce, economics, accounts subject as a core subject and going into investment, wealth management companies and creating this. So this is something which is you cannot go back and change. You'll regret your lifelong.
Absolutely. In fact, you can see the 80% of the people right now, they are regretting. Oh, I could have done that kind of course. I could have joined this kind of college.
Yeah.
I could have taken this kind of job profile. Right. I could have joined this kind of company. But after 10 years, they regret. Only regret remains. They cannot go back and change.
I see this problem as I come from a family where my father was well educated, but my mother was not. And I was very close to my mother. Even this problem came to me also what to decide because I never discussed my career future planning with my father. So I was nowhere. After 10th, what my friends decided, I decided that. Let's take commerce. There's a good scope in commerce. What are you good at? What are you good at? There's no one to tell me in my 10th standard. So guys, I see this as a very serious problem for my country. And
when it is coming about problem for the country, I will tell you one calculation. Consider 4 years is something that we are wasting in just to find out what is really suitable for you. All right. 4 years in your life you are wasting. You are trying something, not working. You are trying something else. That is working or not working. You try something else. Consider 4 years. All right. Many people they are not having any reverse mechanism also. But consider only 4 years they are wasting. And there are, like what we discussed, 40 crore people, they are youth. Yes, 4 years they are wasting. All right. 40 crore into 4, 160 crore years they are wasting. All right. That means 1600 million years we are wasting. Ape becomes human, right, in 6 million years. And we are wasting how much? 1600 million years. So this is incomprehensible number. But we are wasting. That is the huge loss for the whole country. All right, that too for developing country like India. Huge problem, but we are not even realizing it.
Yeah, that is a bigger problem than this.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Vipin, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you for being there.
Nice having you all here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.